validation
he is
wrongs.
no. He is to me what he is doing. That is a police.
When you analyze all this, you would realize that Ekane's was indeed slaughtered because of his political opinion, not because he committed any crime per se. Let me expand, Shay.
Yeah, but you can't. He was slaughtered.
No, it may be a metaphor, but it's imperative for you to understand that he was refused the right to medical care. And when you refuse someone the rights to medical care, it is a violation of a fundamental human right. And Cameroon, being a signatory to all these conventions that gave birth to these rights that we are talking about. The rights to medical care, when a country ratifies, imply that the country needs to ensure that I am well taken care of without any discrimination. The country has the responsibility to set up medical atmosphere, so to say, hospitals, health centers, and the rest that will take care of the people. But the worst happened because Ekane's, it was not an allegation that he was sick. The son made it categorically clear that the father was sick and the father was not giving due medical care. And if you follow what happened, according to the Minister of Defense, he has opened an investigation in regards to his death. Do we need an investigation? We don't need an investigation in regards to his death. According to the spokesperson of the government, though he said it as a personal opinion, it is obvious that he made mention of things that were startling. And what are these things? That some people's opinion were not sought. The question is, how do we seek people's opinion in regards to someone's civil and political right that was expressed shortly after the 12th? What did Ekane's do? To put it as simple as it is, Ekane's said Issa Chiroma Bakari won the elections. Now, it is obvious that with regards to the laws of this country, there is only one institution that declares the winner. Officially. We have the official and the officials. And the official instrument and the institutions to declare this is the Constitutional Council, which means if someone stood up and said, this person has won, it becomes invalid because the only valid institution is the Constitutional Council. But what happened thereafter? He was apprehended illegally, was not charged, he was detained, he stayed in detention above the period set out for someone to be where he was pre-detained. He was not indeed given a charge, yet he died in detention. So if I refuse a child the rights to health care, I have killed that child. It is obvious that Ekane's was not killed because of the sickness. He was killed because he was denied by those who took guard of him not to let him out of the premises where he was incarcerated to healthcare. It is obvious. It is worth mentioning that our detention facilities are poorly being managed. If you read the United Nations, the right to detainees, to understand what it takes to have someone in detention, I would tell you that Ekane's was kept in a place that was highly against these rights. And it's all Ekane's was illegally arrested and was illegally detained and was refused the right to health care, the right to medical attention. And I am indeed bewildered hearing that the Minister of Justice, the Minister of Defense, because it would appear there is that disconnection with regards to what is happening. It goes back to say that the personal opinion of Minister Emmanuel René Sadi that some people are not consulted. Sir, it does not even require the people to be consulted. I will tell you that if you look at the circumstances surrounding Ekane's, it is said by the son that the father had requested through his lawyer to have a proper medical care, but that was shown. So it will imply that there was every action. This is what someone may consider a premeditated murder.
Okay.
Something is wrong with MRC somewhere. Mr. Kamto'S has worked with this government, and in all women capacities, he should understand how this government operates more than anybody else. Him and Mr. Chiroma should understand this government more than anything else, more than AES. So for them to take any decision at what point in time, they must know about the ramifications, and they must know, in fact, you must preempt the outcome before you decide on holding that kind of a meeting. The timing was not correct. The atmosphere is too politically tensed. Even if I were to do, I will not grant that permission. or even if I didn't have powers, I will ban the meeting for political reasons. Yes, because since
where is the civil and political right of the people?
There is the timing. No, as a party, we know about all the rights, but as a party, the timing was not correct.
We speak in the state and we speak with respect to law.
No, the
people
timing,
have civil and political rights should have nothing. These are parallel events.
That is what I'm explaining again, that Mr. Kamto, who had been the Vice Minister of Justice, should master this country well enough to have known where to place his stakes. If he says no each time, he is no. To me, what he is doing, that is a political. He is attracting a sympathy for something that is just whipping sentiments and calling for an expression of a political blackmail for something he would have preempted and take caution. Why can't he hold it in December around Christmas when nothing is going on? Even on Christmas Day, nobody would have stopped him. I think that
I don't speak for the MRC.
We don't speak for MRC. Actually, why didn't he? The timing. The timing
should be respected.
Was wrong.
Mutaga was supposed to be on this platform.
This is rather a validation of anarchism, because this act of lawlessness that has been perpetrated, the violation of the political and civil right of the people that has been violated, you are validating it, which is actually very wrong, because
we know
this is not
all
a
of that.
event, it's a parallel event. Other things as per the program of the government took place yesterday 30th, despite the fact that we had regional council elections. So why should that be a problem? That shouldn't be a problem despite that. So I think that as it is indeed an unlawful decision as per that particular law, like I quoted. It states that you declare. The declaration does not require a validation. It's unfortunate that
we are not refusing, Mr. G.
When people declare, we expect
you should stay. No,
it's against the law.
In your country, you should know your country very well.
Knowing your country is different from what the law says. I cannot validate a wrong.
The states still have the rights, and they have. Don't forget that it is the state that have the prerogative to protect the rights.
It's an issue of a government, not state. The state is different from the government.
It is the role of the government and the state to protect those rights. Those rights do not act in vacuum.
Not a lawful decision.
The rights do not act in vacuum.
Take a politically motivated decision against a people which violates the people's right to validate it to be the action of the state.
The
earlier we know that all the laws and the rights they exist.